that someone is saying that they are intending to increase school fees in January. Where are parents going to get money of that increased school fees, Honorable Speaker? Why do we want to deny the children of the next generation education? On another note, you hear that the government is not going to fund public universities. On another note, you hear, Honorable Speaker, that NGCDF is unconstitutional. Why do we want to deny the children of the next generation education? Who is bewitching Kenyans? Who is slowly bewitching Kenyans to the extent, Honorable Speaker, that we want to put the poor Kenyans and relegate the children of the poor to the back? What kind of a nation are we going to have where the children of the poor cannot go to school? And which is this NGO that does not want the children of poor Kenyans to go to school, Honorable Speaker? Who is slowly bewitching Kenyans? Honorable Speaker, I have a matter that I'm asking. Who is bewitching Kenyans? Who is slowly bewitching Kenyans to the extent, Honorable Speaker, that we want to put the poor Kenyans and relegate the children of the poor to the back, to the extent that they cannot go to decent schools, to the extent that they cannot have bursary to go to school? Who is bewitching Kenyans, Honorable Speaker? What kind of a nation are we going to have where the children of the poor cannot go to school? And which is this NGO that does not want the children of poor Kenyans to go to school, Honorable Speaker? And may I ask, Honorable Speaker, if you know, Honorable Speaker, the pin of the house of the presiding magistrate or judge, so that I can take 14 school buses of poor students from Rangwe, and then I go and empty it on, empty these children in the house of this particular magistrate or judge, so that they can take these poor children to school. When they have to make certain ruling, do they have empathy? Do they have compassion? Must we belabor on the issue of NGCDF, Honorable Speaker? Do we have to beg on behalf of poor Kenyans, whose poor parents still go ahead and pay taxes, Honorable Speaker? And as far as this matter is concerned, I would urge the committee to move with speed, ban the midnight oil, Honorable Speaker, and bring back a report to this House, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, this is a matter of national concern. And my constituents from Rangwe constituency keep calling me, and they are saying, Mheshimiwa tafadhali, please don't remove NGCDF. This is a fund that is known to Kenyans. Even the poorest of the poor, Honorable Speaker, is aware that the only thing that they can lay their hands on, the only development that they see at the ground, what makes their classrooms, what pays bursary for the children of the poor, is the National Government Constituency Development Fund. And it has nothing to do with the MPs. Honorable Speaker, a process has been started. We have a committee in place. But we also need, through your chair, we need a kamukunji of members and the people who are posing this matter. We need a kamukunji, Honorable Speaker. When it comes to matters CDF, Honorable Speaker, we need an equalizer in education. A poor daughter of a poor maid, I could not have stepped in this house, Honorable Speaker, if it were not for the grace of God, Honorable Speaker. And if it were not for education, I would not be speaking in clear English, Honorable Speaker. Why do we want to deny the children of the next generation education? And that notwithstanding, Honorable Speaker, I just hear it is not confirmed. I don't know how true it is, Honorable Speaker, that someone is saying that they are intending to increase school fees in January. Between November and January, where are parents going to get money of that increased school fees, Honorable Speaker? On another note, you hear that the government is not going to fund public universities. On another note, you hear, Honorable Speaker, that NGCDF is unconstitutional. We are going to go as members of National Assembly, people with delegated sovereign authority of the great people of Kenya, to work on this matter, NGCDF, until it's going to be entrenched in law. It is going to be entrenched in our constitution, Honorable Speaker, so that we don't have vagabonds moving around denying the children of poor Kenyans, children of people, mothers, single mothers, children, orphans who are abandoned. If it is not for CDF, Honorable Chair, where children, orphans get full bursary, running up to about 53,000. Full bursary so that they can go to school, Honorable Speaker. This is a matter that touches on every legislator on this House. And it is also proposing to entrench other funds. These are funds that are not going to individual pockets, Honorable Speaker. These are funds that are going to the lowest. Ngegu Beach, we are doing a beautiful police station. We have done a beautiful police station in Diru in Kagan Ward. And we are doing the NGCDF in Rangwe constituency, Honorable Speaker, is making a sub-county headquarters that is even going to have an Huduma center that is going to bring services closer to the people. These people who are against the CDF, why do they want to take us back to the Harambe system to build our schools so that we can go to our knees and beg the executive, Honorable Speaker, to come and build our schools? This particular fund, Honorable Speaker, goes across the constituency, all the 290 of them. When development is happening in Rangwe, it is happening in Wajir, it is happening at the coast. This is a fund that is not discriminative, Honorable Speaker. I am going to say, for purposes of records, Honorable Speaker, that the more we are going to suppress the poor of this country, the more we are going to be cast as a nation. And a time is going to come, Honorable Speaker, when we will go back to God and cry for punishing his poor. And God is a God of the poor. When we continue sitting in the comfort of our beautiful seats in the courts, and we don't even go to our rural homes and see what CDF has done, I am telling these people who are making rulings in the name of the judiciary, go home and see what CDF has done. And when you come back to make your own rulings, honorable members of the judiciary, I think you are going to make different rulings that are going to be compassionate to our poor. Right now, everybody is following this matter across the country. They want to know what is the fate of CDF, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I started by asking you to tell me kindly, I know in your networks you know where this particular honorable judge lives or magistrate. Kindly give me their PIN. And I'm going to take very many, 14 buses. We have bought school buses, 14 of them in 5 years, using NGCDF. I am going to fill my students of the poor people, take to his home or her home, so that they don't make that grave mistake again on suppressing the poor through the court. Honorable Speaker, Bado, it is my time. When it comes to matters NGCDF, Honorable Speaker, members have said time and again, members have nothing to do with NGCDF. What we want to say, as I finish, let the committee move with speed, give us back a report, and before we go on recess, Honorable Speaker, we need to still discuss this matter further in Akamukunji. But when it comes to CDF, let them leave the children of the poor alone. I thank you.
This is Legrand from Simple Generations.